Greetings, everyone. So here in part 3, I want to talk about why is hell so hot? Hell being the Gehenna of the fire conclusion of God's righteous judgment, the Aeonian judgment in the last days. Where, of course, if you haven't watched part 1 or 2, go back and watch those first. Where I also talked about the orders, which the judgment has an origin beginning and then a finishing, an altogether finishing. So the origin beginning fire is not as severe as the finishing. The altogether finishing fire, for those who do go into the Gehenna of the fire, also figured as a blast furnace of fire. Here in Matthew 13, verse 40, the altogether finishing of the eon concerns a downburning in the fire, where in verses 42 and 50 is the blast furnace of the fire. Okay, again, the fourth watch time. However, if we back up to eventide, this is what Jesus refers to as the uplight. Where I came to cast fire was not according to him as Jesus the human being, but his return again, to do judgment with his officiation. Where also understand that the word came here is in the Greek aorist tense. It's not past, present, or future, but it's open time. So the uplight or the kindling of the fire begins at eventide, which the heat then advances to the scorchingness of Hebrews chapter 6, verse 8, which is not yet the curse of the fourth watch time, but it is near a curse, which we've established is the fourth watch time. So here the three sprouted ones concerns the snares and ensnarements that come in the third watch time. So here the finishing concerns the right hand completion into the scorchingness of the third watch time, great affliction, which then the Gehenna of the blast furnace of the fire is the fourth watch time. The Aeonian fire, conclusionary fire of the Gehenna blast furnace, which brings us to the question of the title of this video, because understand, the figure of fire concerns the angels as officiating spirits in flames of fire. Hebrews 1:7. In Hebrews 1:6 is the again leading of the Son, who is the aforeborn, into the dwellage. The Father, as head of Christ, will lead the Son into the dwellage when that time comes. Okay, so the angels as officiating spirits in flames of fire also accord to the orders of the watch times, where the first to be made in flames of fire is at the uplight, the first watch time eventide. So at the origin beginning, there won't be as many officiating spirits uploosened who enter the wedding in that hour. The unnamed first watch time of Luke 12:38, where in verse 36, they come out of the wedding, showing us the wedding is now in progress according to the absent first watch time. However, in the middle of the night, the transition between the second and third watch time, 5 out of 10 of the virgins will then, in that hour, be made into spirits in a flames of fire as officiating spirits to join those who came in at the first watch time. Notice in Mark 13:35, it goes from eventide to midnight, which actually encompasses 2 watch times. So at the time of midnight, the fire has now significantly increased. Those who are uploosened at eventide are now joined with those who are uploosened in the middle of the night, which previously mentioned is the scorchingness which is near the curse, as the third watch time comes to a conclusion into the fourth watch time, Gehenna of the blast furnace. So perceive at the conclusion of the cock's voice, the completion of his right hand will make up that blast furnace in flames of fire. All of the sons of the resurrection now are manifested, Luke 20:36, equal to angels in flames of fire. So simply stated, the blast furnace is the accumulation of the first, second, and third watch times, of which the fourth watch timers are subject to. This is why hell is so hot, because all of the sons of the resurrection as sons of God equal to angels will have been completed in what is termed the Sabaoth of hosts, the heavenly hosts of a new heavens and earth, Romans 9:29 and James 5:4. This is the deepest context of keeping the Sabbath, not according to the law of Moses, but the law of Christ. The Sabbath feasts in the young month of the Sabbath terms of the Old Covenant were shadows of things about to come concerning the body of Christ, the right hand. Think about it.